am Pule Molebatsi, here to report on positive and uplifting stories of our continent. Thank you for tuning in. You are watching Bophelong. Earlier this month, Poland hosted beauty queens from across the globe at the very first Miss Wheelchair World, and South Africa was very well represented by Lebohang Monyati, who took the title of first runner-up. We spoke to her about what it means to have won a pageant of this magnitude in this next insert.
South Africa! Lebohang!
From South Africa's runways to international stages, Lebohang Monyati is first princess of Miss Wheelchair World Beauty Pageant, a first-of-its-kind beauty pageant for women with physical disabilities, making history and changing the face of beauty and fashion worldwide.
The final night, I had mixture of feelings. I was excited, I was nervous, but I was ready. Yeah, I was very ready. The reason I was nervous is because, you know, all the ladies there are beautiful and confident and intelligent. So I didn't know that I was gonna be first runner-up because they looked gorgeous. Yeah, all of them. Having won the first runner-up for Miss Wheelchair World 2017, I'm hoping, like I said, to bring the experience home and hold the Miss Wheelchair South Africa and get the support from my South African fellows.
Beauty queens from across the globe gathered in Poland to reshape the image of beauty, and Lebohang was at the forefront of this historical event.
We're only two from Africa. The other one was Victoria Jones from Angola. Beautiful as well and very intelligent. What she said is in her country, Angola, there is no inclusion at all regarding people with disabilities. And in South Africa, there's progress when you compare the two countries. Yeah, and also mentioned that we're going to work together in order to change our respective countries.
Being part of a pageant of this magnitude, Lebohang had to show that she was ready to own the crown.
The rehearsals as well were good. They were tiring though, but comes with the responsibilities, you know.
Even in the midst of cheers and celebrations, Lebohang remains cognizant of the responsibilities that comes with this title.
I consider myself very fortunate to have the support of people around my family, my friends, the teachers I had at school. They always told me, my child, you're beautiful and you can achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve in life. My granny, she means the world to me because my mommy passed on when I was 9 years old. I don't remember a lot about her. So my granny always instilled that, and she always said, you know, whatever you try in life, sometimes you will fail, but never give up. Try and try again up until you succeed. And at school as well, the teachers loved me. They believed in me. That enhanced my self-confidence and self-esteem.
She's inspiring young ladies and obviously people, differently abled people as well, because it inspires pretty much a lot of confidence from her as I mean, she's got different strong attributes of a person with a lot of passion who wants to make it in life. And then I believe to say that for the mere fact that she has made it into a bigger space, into a Miss World's wheelchair, and it's a remarkable role that she's playing because she's inspiring young people.
Self-esteem had to be accompanied by sheer dedication for this beauty queen who almost didn't make it to Poland to participate in the pageant.
When I went to Poland, I needed sponsorship, but nobody was willing to sponsor me. You know, I contacted the president office of the presidency. Yeah, and they could not support me. I didn't understand why. I was angry and disappointed because I was going there to represent the country, you understand? And the fact that they couldn't help me, I was really sad. I actually cried. Yeah, so I'm hoping that in future we'll get more support from all South Africans. When they didn't respond, I went and applied for a personal loan. Fortunately enough, they gave it to me so that I can go and do what I love. Yeah.
Are you happy with that decision?
It was worth it. I'm very happy with it, because after all, I'm the first princess of the Miss Wheelchair World, the first event ever to take place in the whole world.
The personal loan wasn't enough to cover Lebohang's assistant's traveling costs.
She went there and took a loan only for her flight. So radio interviews started getting in and out. So an angel from Norway just called and said, you know what, I'm Mr. Mfundo and I will buy you a ticket so that you can accompany Lebohang.
I feel like I've invested in myself because, these are the good results. At the end of the day, I said, this is for me and this is also for people who have been boxed in, afraid of getting out of that box and face the world, especially people who are living with disabilities. They are out there, they want to be models, they want to be presenters on TV, but nobody's taking them. So at least if there's someone in media or in the fashion industry to look up to, they'll be able to come out. Yeah, this was for them as well. I'm hoping that it will actually bring change and people start to see that even though you are disabled, you can do whatever that you want to do. You may do it different, but at the end of the day, it will be done.
Lebohang's determination shows that those who don't give up always win. And after the break, we get up close and personal with Lebohang. She has quite an impressive portfolio as a runway model. She takes us behind the scenes of her photo shoot when we come back.
We are your eyes in all major events around the world.
A wonder not seen in the United States in almost 100 years.
It looks like the sky of a different world. You see the stars out during the day. You see a sunset 360 degrees all around you.
Before you leave, make sure that Rob Byrne is taking you through traffic alerts all around South Africa.
All we can do is stick to what we do and focus on our own job and not focus on them.
The Boks will also don the red jersey in this match to mark the 25th anniversary of rugby unity in South Africa.
An update on all major currency to guide you. A story of women in jail told in pictures by Fatima Mir through art that will blow your mind. Set the agenda for the day with Morning Live.
Welcome back to the show right here on SABC News. South African runway model Lebohang Monyadzi is not defined by her inability to walk. She uses her uniqueness to win the hearts of fashion designers who can't help but fall in love with her confidence. Here is what happened when she modeled for our cameras at a recent photo shoot. Miss Wheelchair World beauty queen Lebohang Monyadzi is claiming her place in the beauty and fashion world as South Africa's runway model with a physical disability. Models and fashion designers are starting to take notice because Lebohang is here to stay.
I believe when you start accepting yourself with your imperfections, I always say that's beauty for me. When people ask me what's the definition of beauty, I'll say accepting yourself with your imperfections and embracing your flaws. And when you go out there, you know that you have accepted yourself with whatever flaws you have. You you just attract positive people, and people start believing in you because you believe in yourself. So that's what works for me with the designers and the panels. I wasn't born with the physical disability. I acquired post-polio at the age of 3 years. From there, I started having difficulty walking up until I used wheelchair for mobility.
Bophelong is very loving. She's very patient. She's a go-getter. Sometimes I would ask myself, how do you manage to do many things at once? You understand? It's the kind of thing that I love most about her. She would go basketball, she would go Miss Wheelchair World. That's work, that's modeling, that's sisterhood and mothering. Yes. So those things, like people describe as an able person, and with a disability, I go like, oh, she can do it, but at the same time, I'm struggling to do those things.
When I went to fashion shows, because of the attitude I have when I go out to audition, the panel will love me very much, yeah. And obviously, other models, some of them, like I said, will ask, are you here to model in a wheelchair? And some will really be inspired and say, wow, I wish more people could come out. I wanted to be a social worker. I don't know if it was something that I really wanted to do, or it was because there was this social worker who helped me find a school in Gelexpan, Tamana Special School. I was very old by then. I was 11 years old when I started school. So I wanted to help people as well. Like this lady helped me to find school. I knew that it wasn't only me who was struggling to find school. So that's why I wanted to be a social worker, to help other people who are going through the same challenge that I went through.
It wasn't always smooth sailing for Lebohang. Being a new kid on the block in the fashion world exposed her to discrimination.
The challenges that I've went through, apart from the building being accessible, obviously there is no accessibility at all in the buildings where the fashion shows are being held. Apart from that is people's attitude, how they look at us, how they perceive us. To say, are you going to model in a wheelchair? Yes. Do you see me walking? Obviously, if I come here and model and audition, that means I'm gonna model in my wheelchair. I have some model agencies who couldn't take me because I'm in a wheelchair. They said, you are very beautiful and attractive, but sorry, we won't have any jobs for you.
Lebohang is still going strong in her modeling career, and the modeling scene is taking note from this trendsetter who uses her wheelchair as a signature tool for her poses.
Two wheelchairs. The one that I model in is called Gijima. It shows my back, yeah. And then the one that I use on a daily basis, it's normal wheelchairman. It doesn't show my back because I need to lean, yeah. So Gijima, when I showcase, the clothes of the designers, I need to be on my Gijima to show everything. It's like shoes. When I get into the couch and transfer into my chair, it's like fitting into those shoes. So when you're on your shoes, you can, the shoes that you love, you do whatever, you pose, yeah. So it's part of me. It does not define me, but it's a big part of me, yeah.
Like any other beauty queen, Lebohang is tasked with the responsibility of educating the youth about the importance of self-love and appreciation. After the break, she takes us to the local schools to share her story and shift perception about beauty. Stick around for that.
Job
Bo Africa. Welcome to the newsroom. I'm Elvis Preslin. I'm Ken Makamara.
Let us build our continent brick by brick, stone by stone, until we achieve.
Plus, had asked the court to review and cancel the contract after adverse findings by both the Auditor General as well as the Public Protector.
Well, Christianity is under attack globally. It has been from the beginning of time.
Get all the dominating stories locally and globally on Newsroom every Monday to Friday from 9 a.m.
It is 6 p.m. Central African Time, broadcasting live from Johannesburg. This is Primetime News.
South Africa said farewell to one of the Rivonia trialists, Uncle Kathy, a fearless stalwart.
With this man who was so engaged, so busy, so witty, so funny, so wise, and so incredibly principled.
Joseph Shabalala has been honored for his contribution to the South African music industry. A statue in his honor was unveiled during an annual gala dinner in Ladysmith.
The shot of the day, however, belonged to American Daniel Berger, who chipped in for an eagle on the par 4 fifth hole.
For all your news updates, stay on Primetime News every Saturday and Sunday from 6 p.m.
Welcome back. You're still watching Bophelong with me, Pule Molebatsi. We visited one of the schools in Soweto where Lebohang was giving a talk, and this is what took place.
Hello, Bophelong. Today I'm at Katisen Kondo School of Specialization. I'm here to motivate the kids. Let's go and find out how that goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Lebohang Onyazi, game changer.
Thank you so much for a very warm welcome. My name is Lebohang Onyazi, and I come from Freiburg in Northwest Province. I'm not a professional speaker, but I'll try my best to give you a word of inspiration. I'm a model, and a basketball player. I've represented the country in basketball in Mexico, Guatemala. You need to accept yourself. You know, most of the time when they ask me, what is beautiful for you, I always say, you know, accepting yourself with your imperfections and embracing your flaws, because those imperfections are the ones that makes you different and unique from the rest of the world. So I'll say to the girl out there who has given up, never be afraid, because fear will always be there. Have the courage to step outside your comfort zone and face the world. I'm planning to do the Miss South Africa wheelchair, so that the person who's gonna represent South Africa in the next Miss Wheelchair World will not have to go through the challenges that I went through. This shows that South Africa, when it comes to people with disabilities, they disregard people who are disabled. They are not even taken serious. So I'm here to change the game. I'm a game changer.
Well, I learned that whatever challenge that you have, you can always make it in life. No matter your background, how you are, and that you need to accept yourself, because the first step in actually discovering yourself and making it cannot be someone else. Because I am this physically, I need to be this physically.
So respect and hard work.
And I can actually.
It's been a privilege being your MC.
Today I've learned a lot of, well, from her. I learned that in everything, there are people that are going to discriminate you. No matter what, know yourself, stand up, and don't care what people are saying about yourself. Because you are your own self, you are your own unique.
Yes, we will see exactly.
This is like a necklace.
Oh, okay. In your lap. And that's the kind of purple, so it's fine.
A little bandana necklace.
Then, I wonder.
Alright, today at the studio shooting an international ad. Since I started shooting with Bophelong, I think after 3 days, I received an offer on Twitter from a lovely lady. I was very excited about it, so I invited Bophelong to come and film this moment because it means so much to me.
I actually happened upon her because when thinking of the character that she plays, I really wanted her to feel use someone who's really authentic, someone who actually fits that role, someone who's we don't just put there, we don't want to fake anything. So during my research, because you really have to dig deep when you kind of like coming up with concepts, and I found online just googling pageant queens and googling wheelchair models, and she was the first one that came up, and I was so surprised that she took my call. She answered me on Twitter. I was really excited. Yeah, so that's how I found her, and then I just read more about her and the things that she's doing, which is so perfect for this role that she's going to play. It's exactly the kind of character and personality. This is the kind of ad you get a lot of response. The concept is an ode to youth culture in Africa, and also bringing in diversity across races and bringing in diversity across people that we find in different spaces. So people with the conditions, people with disabilities that are really owning what they have to live with day to day, and making the most of it more than someone else who doesn't have that disability. The good thing about advertising today that's just happening across the globe is that people are embracing everyone and they want to showcase everyone in their true light. So it's not just your perfect models without blemishes or without any disabilities. It's everyone across the world wants to tap into who the real people are that we're talking to. It's very important when we advertise to someone that they know that we know them and that we speak to them on a human level. So definitely for someone like Lebogang, she's also really beautiful, which does help her career. So it definitely opens up a lot of avenues for her, especially now this is her first commercial. So she's gonna be in action more than on the runway. Yeah.
Guys, look out for my advert. It's an international advert and it's going to be shown worldwide. Finally, people with disabilities are being represented, and I'm glad that I'm changing the game.
Would like to once again congratulate Lebogang on her win at the Miss Wheelchair World pageant this year. She is the face of a modern day heroine. Lebogang, Africa is proud. And with that, we conclude today's show. Join me again, same time, same place. Bye.